Hi, my name is Brianna Jenkins, and I am a somatic personal development coach. And this is my video submission for the Curly Executive Grant. So, to get into the first question of what makes me a badass and why you should invest in me. So, the first thing you should know is that I'm a Capricorn. A Capricorn sun and a Taurus moon, which means I am highly focused and determined. And that also means that I allow nothing to stand in my way, not even my own personal fears. And so as you choose to invest in me, the impact of your investment wouldn't just reverberate across Texas, it would reverberate across the world as a whole. And so the next question of naming 3 reasons why Texas needs my business and why you should support it. So I would like to take a quote from one of my favorite books, which is Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. And she says, create whatever causes a revolution in your heart. Can you just sit with that quote for a second? Create whatever causes a revolution in your heart. And when she said that, I felt that. I felt that deeply because it was the stirring of my own soul that led me to this work. And it truly is an honor to be able to get to do this work. So one of the first reasons why I feel like Texas needs this business and should support it is because as we do the work, as we heal ourselves, as we commit to that, we also heal the collective. And I think a lot of us can agree that we are definitely in a time in this world where collective healing is just really being asked for. And so the second reason, a little more specific to Texas and a little bit more, even more specific to Austin in general, is 8% of the population in Austin is Black. And that was a startling fact that I stumbled upon once I moved here. And I noticed that there wasn't a lot of spaces or health and wellness practitioners that were Black, Indigenous, women of color. And so I think Austin specifically needs this work because of that simple truth of, there are not a lot of spaces available a lot of safe spaces available for us to do this work collectively together. And to piggyback off of that and making my third point is I created these services with Black, Indigenous women of color in mind. And so not only do we need to create spaces where Black, Indigenous women of color can come together and heal collectively, we also need facilitators that are Black, Indigenous women of color. Because wellness has often been a white space. There are plenty of yoga studios and health and wellness practitioners in the Austin area, but not a lot of them are Black or Indigenous women of color. And I think Texas, and specifically Austin, needs this for themselves and also for the Black and Indigenous women of color that are seeking out those services. And then to move on into who my business helps, I think I kind of stated that, but specifically my business supports 25 to 35-year-old women who are Black or Indigenous women of color. And more specifically, the group coaching sessions that I offer, the Blossom Circle, are tailored towards that demographic. And question 4 asks, what specific area of marketing would the grant support? So specifically, this grant would allow me to redo my website and to also do a photo shoot. It would also support me in the funds that I need to legally register my business And it would also provide me with equipment to start my YouTube channel, which in turn would allow me to broaden my reach by being able to touch women all over the world and impact women all over the world. And to answer question 5 of how do I believe that the Curly Executive coaching and programming will help me? So I've worked in the coaching field for some time, and I've often worked in business for some time, but I still feel like there are aspects to running and owning a business that I personally would like help navigating. And I think that Boss Babes Austin, Texas and the Curly Executive Coaching would support me in that process as I continue to embark on this journey. Thank you so much for creating this opportunity and for even considering my application. This truly is a blessing, and I hope that as the recipients are chosen, they are recipients that are reflective of what Boss Babes stand for and are doing good work and just supporting women as they continue on their own journeys. So thank you so much for considering me. All right, bye.